Hello, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we have a video to make. I tried to make this video the other day, but I was emotional, so I deleted it. Because I'm not about to cry on here, because the people watching this, either you've already cried about your situation, or you're gonna cry because I'm crying, and then I don't want to do that to you. So I wrote my notes on my phone. It's been my whole life. It's really exhausting and it makes your mind hurt. So I wrote it all down. But as you have saw the title of the video, I have gone no contact with specifically my mother and temporarily with my father. And you understand the temporarily part with my father at the end of this video, because really we're focusing on my mother. First things first, several years ago I made a video about why I was homeless at 17, 18 years old, and she took it upon herself to later tell me how wrong it was to post that video. The crazy thing is, how is that wrong to voice my story? That's what you did to me. I'm allowed to voice that in real life. And you know what? I'm going to make an updated version of that video because you no longer have control of me. And for you to tell me that my life is mean to you, well, then you're the one who created my life. So really you should look at yourself for that one. Just saying. And the fact that she became a lawyer is totally fucked up in my head, because I'm like, lawyers are like taught and trained to manipulate. That's literally what they do. So because she became a lawyer, she got very good at manipulating people legally. So fighting with her is not worth it, like, at all. So I officially left that one alone. But so I wanted to ask you guys a question. Or not really a question, but opening it out as this video is whoever had a parent that acts like the main character in everyone's life and acts like a saint in public, but behind closed doors is very toxic, manipulative, and even narcissistic at times. Welcome to the video, because this is about to be a long one. And I do talk fast, so if you want to slow it down, you can slow it down. YouTube lets you do that. So we're going to talk about what no contact really looks like and why I did no contact. See, there's a lot of reasons why people go no contact with their family members, specifically their parents. And the things that I've written down, I said emotional abuse. Unfortunately, it was worse as a child because I couldn't actually fight or defend myself because everyone believes the fucking parents for everything. And then when you're an adult, the emotional abuse, it gets kind of like victim blaming. So they use the word victim blaming against you when they're actually the ones doing the victim blaming. And when I say victim blaming, not like, oh, you're blaming the victim because she got RIPT by a man. No, not that kind of victim blaming. I'm talking about, oh, woo me, I did this to you, but you did this to me because when you were a child. Oh, I was a child, so that doesn't count. You were my parent. You're supposed to be my parent. You're supposed to love me no matter what I do. But hey, and your parents are the literal domino effect for how a child reacts. Have you ever heard products of environment? Have you ever heard of it? Might want to look into that, mother. So, another thing is repeated boundary violations after clear communication. I've had that so many times with my mother. See, she doesn't realize it because she likes to deflect a lot of things. She'll be like, oh, you're crossing my boundaries, blah, 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 blah. But her boundaries would be about simple shit, which Which basically, like, one of her boundaries is not asking her about her personal life. How am I supposed to get to know you if I don't know anything about you? But when I say my own boundary, if I tell you something that's trauma-based, like I have trauma around food, and you throw it in my face later on, in my opinion, you just crossed my boundary by literally throwing in my trauma kind of thing. Or if I tell, like a year and a half ago, she asked me for my address, and I asked her why she needed my address, and she like blew up on me. Like, because I don't want to give you my address? Okay. Anyways, gaslighting you about your own experiences. Oh my god. So, like I told you in the beginning of this video about how I told my story about what happened when I was kicked out of the house and why she kicked me out of the house. She's like, well, it's not because of that. It's because of this and this and this. Okay, well, my emotions matter. That's how I felt. That is what I perceived. That is what I saw with my own 2 eyes. That is what I heard you say. That is my story. You're not going to sit there and tell me that never happened. If it never happened, why the fuck did this and this and this and this and this happen after the fact? Because those things play together. They do, all the time. It's so aggravating. Or, like, when a parent will sit there and one moment they're like, let me know how you feel. And you tell them how you feel. Hey, Mom, I don't want you to do that anymore because it hurts my feelings. Next thing I know, I'm the bad guy because I told her how I felt when she did so-and-so when I was a kid. Oh, you need to do that healing on your own because I've already healed. What kind of psychologist do you have? Because I know you're lying to her. Because no regular psychologist is going to sit there and tell you that you need to ignore your child's feelings and ignore everything that she's telling you about her childhood and not want to talk to her about it. Because talking is what helps heal. I mean, goddamn, that's what a normal parent does. If your parent doesn't do that, I'm sorry, but you might want to go no contact. So then we have constant guilt tripping. That's just... There's so many examples of that I almost don't want to get into it. But I have to. So the number one guilt trip thing that my mom does is, so when she kicked me out, I was like 17 turning 18, right? And like, she straight up told me it was because I was out of control and bad and wouldn't do what she told me to do, and it stressed her out because she had cancer. Now, I felt bad for her cancer. I did. However, at the end of the day, you're still a parent. Don't come after me. And I begged to go to a school. My father placed me in your home and transferred my school stuff to you, and the school kept contacting my father to contact me about what school placement I'm in so they can send the records. But guess what? You wouldn't let me go to school. What kind of psycho-ass parent tells their kid that they can't go to school? So I never got to finish my high school at all, right? No high school. She made me get a job. So, and for a whole year and a half, I didn't have school. Like, none at all. But it's my fault for acting crazy. What do you expect a 16, 17-year-old to do when you don't allow them to go to school, so they're in the house alone all damn day while you go and Uber, because that was your job at the time? I was stuck in the house, and you expected me to not lose my fucking brain? Yeah, I was talking to older guys, but guess what? Neither one of my parents fucking loved me. Where else was I gonna get the fucking love from? At the time, I was being groomed by grown-ass men, and you called me a hoe. Okay, yeah, that's not how you do things. You know what? How you do things? You call the police on those people, and you tell me you love me, and you don't tell your daughter that she's a hoe. You put her in therapy and get down to the bottom of why she needs to talk to older guys to get the love that she did not receive from her fucking parents. You don't call the police on your daughter and tell them, oh, she won't go to school. Won't go to school? I begged you every single day to take me to fucking school, but you told the police that I didn't want to go to school, so it wouldn't look bad on you. And you expected me to be a good little angel. Hell fuck no. You deserved everything that was coming for you. So no. Fuck no. I'm not apologizing for that shit because... And you know what's crazy? Is I actually, at one point in time, I thought I was wrong for all of that. But then I went to countless therapy over the years. And I talked to so many people. And so many professionals told me that my mother was wrong as fuck for that. She had a lot of emotional damage done to me. A lot of it. The other thing is ignoring or minimizing mental health needs. So my mother never did that necessarily. Because when I was a kid, she took me to therapy. She was the one that introduced me to therapy. But my father is the one who minimalized it and told me that there was nothing wrong with me. And then when he became in his late 40s, he called me one day and was like, I have depression. Bitch, I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Because how you gonna tell me as a kid that depression ain't real? I'm making it up and I'm trying to get attention after I tried to kill myself because of you. And now, you got social anxiety and depression just like me. Oh, what? Oh, wow. And then you asked for advice from me. No, I got over that. You know, I forgave him and stuff. We had a long conversation about something and we fixed it. I'll let you know later on in the video why I'm not talking to him right now. Parentification. Classifying the child as making them doing parenting things. Oh, that hurt my feelings. You need to be more concerned about my feelings. You need to do this. You need to do that. Honey, baby, I'm not your mom. It's not my responsibility to make sure you're okay all the fucking time. I'll come to her and I'll be like I'll tell her something that's like really messing with me and I'll be depressed and then it literally circles back to her. Well, you shouldn't be depressed because I'm depressed. Like that's not what she really said, but it's around the things that she be saying to me. So the other example is my mother mentors young women that are my age. But she doesn't mentor her own daughter. How does that fucking work? How do you parent and help other young adults but you don't help your own fucking daughter? You don't give a fuck about me. You don't tell me none of that shit. You help them with everything. Everything. You know I want to be a forensic psychologist, and you know forensic psychologists, but you won't give me their information so that I can have a mentor. But if one of your mentees needed somebody for help, you're over, oh, let me help you. Yeah, come talk to me. Let's hang out. But I can't do that with my own mother. How the fuck does that make any sense? That's fucked up if you think. How you gonna give advice to people my age who are the same gender as me, but won't do the same thing for your daughter? How does that make fucking sense? It never made any sense to me. It's like, how do you love another girl more than you love your only daughter? I don't understand that shit. Like, what? I don't get it. Acts like the perfect parent on social media. I don't know what her social media is like. I only know what her social media is like through the people that have her on her social media, because there's about 3 people that I have in touch right now that have told me what her social media looks like within the last 10 years. And I'm not going to tell you who it is because you just got to find out. And ma'am, you like sit there and you tell people that you are the best mother that you could be. No, you're not. You have favorites. You are one of those boy moms. And when I say boy moms, y'all go look that shit up on TikTok. And not regular boy mom, not a boy mom that's also a girl mom, not a boy mom who's not a weird boy mom. She's a fucking weird boy mom. Just saying. Let's see, there's the other. I've written down a lot, but some of it isn't actually like pertaining to me. It's another video that I want to show that whatever. So the other one is claim you're disrespectful if you ask for boundaries. We already said what that meant. Refuses therapy because they've already healed. Well, ma'am, I haven't. And I'm your daughter. You should probably want to understand me more, but there's that. Refuses accountability. I'm the parent. I don't have to apologize. She's literally said that before. I don't even have to like explain that further. Tells other people my child was rebellious. She's done that too. Brings up every mistake you've ever made to remind you of your past. Yeah. My father does that sometimes. My mother, not so much. Compares you to other siblings all the time. All the fucking time. Plays the victim when you express hurt. Yeah, that's what she does. Then expects you to serve them like they're Jesus. Not doing that, sorry. Cause your healing rebellion. My father does that sometimes. Manipulates you with phrases like, for everything that I've done for you. You know, she used to do that all the time when I was a kid. I don't give a fuck if you put, when they tell you, oh, I put clothes on your back and you have food in your stomach and you had a roof over your head. Bitch, you're supposed to do that. Am I supposed to give you a cookie for that shit? No, you're supposed to do that. That's by law that you have to do that. You ain't did nothing the fuck else but follow the fucking law. That's it. You didn't give me no emotional love. You didn't give me nothing a parent is supposed to give me. Parenting doesn't stop when I'm 17. It just doesn't. Plays an innocent in front of other people. Ding, 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 ding. Tells you to get over childhood trauma because they had it worse. Oh my God. My mother did this to me like 3 weeks ago. She was like, you have no idea what I've gone through. I've had 2 heart attacks and a silent stroke, and I have had cancer, and my mom did this to me, and my father did this to me, and this happened to me, and then. Okay. I've had a lot of shit go wrong in my life, but I will never, ever, 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 ever place the blame on my child for the way I treated them. That's not how you parent. That's not how you parent at all. Oh, there's no book on how to parent. Yeah, but it's called having empathy, having a brain, having fucking brain cells to know that you're not supposed to sit there and cause trauma to your child. There are books out there that literally explains what happens when you put trauma on your child and what trauma looks like. But you didn't think about that, did you? Then believes forgiveness means forgetting what they did to their child. Just because you wanted to forgive me does not mean it's over and we all have to forget it. That's not something I can do. Psychologically, when you put somebody through trauma, their brain will never forget. It will never forget. The only way that a person can not really forget, but to move on from it is to heal from it. But without healing, it is forever there. I mean, it's forever there if you heal it, regardless. I go on and on about that one. expects praise for basic parenting that they barely did. Like, doing everything that the law tells them to do. Okay. That's what everybody's supposed to do. Do you want a fucking cookie? I don't think so. Acts offended when you bring up real pain. Oh my fucking god. My mom used to do this shit so much. Oh my god. Why you gotta bring up this and this and this and that? You're hurting my feelings. I'm hurting your feelings for telling you how you just hurt my feelings. The next thing you know, everything that you just said hurt their feelings, and now all of a sudden you're the bad guy. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. We were having a good day. We were having a great conversation until you got offended for the shit that you did to me. It's not my fucking fault you did that. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Like, she's like, I don't even know how to explain it. I really don't. It's just crazy. Because if my father, he knew everything that he did wrong. And when I came to him to talk about what happened when I was a kid, he apologized for everything. He said he regretted everything. That even though he was young, there still was no excuse for the things he did. And that he apologized for putting that kind of trauma on me. Why can't you do that? You a whole ass fucking lawyer. You all went to school for how long? My father, who didn't even finish fucking college, did that. And sorry, my phone keep going off. Lies to others about why you're distant. Yeah, because I know the stuff that you be telling motherfuckers. Tells you you need to stand up for yourself in other ways. What does that fucking mean? So I can advocate myself to you. Cries to others to make you seem cruel for creating space. I don't think she really cries, but I know that other people do that. So, let's see. Punishes you with silence when you set boundaries. Oh my god, my mother does this all the time. She'll sit there and tell me that I'm wrong for telling her that she needs to stop, like, trying to control me with the way she's talking to me about my past and what she told me to take down a video about why I was homeless. And I'm like, why are you going to tell me to do that? Like, why are you telling me that I need it? And then when I, like, fight for myself and advocate for myself, you go into silent treatment. For me, it's silent treatment. I thought I was a kid in this. Like, I'm not your fucking mom. Like, what the fuck? So, I want to get this straight, because I know some parents in here are going to be like, completely against me going no contact, but I don't care. I wrote down 5 things for people to know what going contact really means. I'm not trying to get revenge. To be honest with you, it's protection from my emotions, from my brain, from my life, okay? I don't want no more negative things, and no matter how good I do in life, I'm always doing something wrong in her eyes. If I tell other people about my story, and if I tell other people about the things she did to me, I'm wrong. I'm not allowed to discuss my feelings with anybody. I'm not allowed to do that. It's not revenge. I'm telling my truth, and I'm telling my truth now. The next thing is, you're not doing it to be mean. You're doing it to break a cycle, period. Because obviously she didn't break a goddamn cycle because her mother went no contact with her ass. Don't even know what happened with all that. Her mother even went no contact with me because of their fucking situation. Like, what the fuck? What did I gotta do with it? I was just born. It's not my fucking fault. So, because she didn't break the cycle, she ended up moving the cycle along into me. So because her mother hates her, she decided she wanted to hate me. That's how I feel. I said what I said. Going on contact gives me space to heal. That's the only way I know how to heal, because I tried giving her chance after chance after chance, and I tried talking to her over and over again, and I tried to make it like better, but it's just a relationship that's never gonna get better. It might be permanent or it might be permanent for you guys, but for me, this is permanent. If the state calls me and says she's too old to live on her own, she's gonna have to go to the goddamn state. I don't give a fuck. Y'all own her, not me. She didn't want to parent me, I ain't gonna parent her. And then one last thing that I wrote was, family does not mean access. Family is about connection. And if I ain't got no connection with you, why are you in my life? It's just, I don't owe the access to me to a person that just wants to control everything that I say, everything that I talk about, everything, how I view, how my life is. Everybody has a different way they view their life. And the way I viewed my life was the way I viewed my life. And if you have something to say and you think I'm wrong, then too bad, because that's exactly how I felt when it occurred. So, you do what you want to do with all of that information. I know it was not that long and it was all over the place, but I kind of struggle with talking on camera about it because of some of the stupid shit my mother has told me about other videos that I've made in the past, and I just don't have fucking time for her to find a way to contact me and be like, well, you did this and you said that. I'm not completely ready to tell my entire story, but I am ready to make videos to help others, because I know what it feels like to have a mother hate you and she can say all day, I love you. No, that's not love, baby boy. That's not love. That's not love. So for whatever reason, my video on my camera has decided that it's too hot to record anything, so I'm gonna probably get over here now. But I am gonna make more videos. I'm gonna post more videos. I was supposed to vlog today. I was supposed to vlog yesterday. But I just have too much anxiety to vlog like I want to vlog. So the vlogs you might get is a car vlog or a vlog me walking around my fucking house. Cause, yeah. Maybe I should get a morning routine video. I don't really have a morning routine, but we're gonna try. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If you made it to the video, please subscribe. Because I promise it's gonna get better. I'm gonna get better at this consistency thing. I'm trying. Please. Please.